I loved food from a very young age. I didn't realize there was a scientific reason for it until a few years ago when an Italian researcher had me take a taste test and told me I was a super taster. Padma is a woman, a writer, a mother, a producer of television and film, and an advocate for immigrants and women and women's health for the ACLU and the United Nations Development Programs. It doesn't have a single moment or origin story. It is more like a slow simmer. I always was hanging out in the kitchen because that's where the action was. And I loved food from a very young age. Even when I was 2 years old, 3 years old, I remember wanting to eat things that adults ate. I never knew you could actually have a career in food. That wasn't how I grew up. I was raised also by my grandparents, because my mom was a single parent in New York. And so I would get sent back to India every summer for 3 months. My grandmother was a school teacher, and she also loved to cook. And she taught me how to cook. And just out of necessity to help me help her, breaking the ends off beans, shredding coconut, peeling potatoes, and then, graduating to more grown-up tasks. And I think it was also a way to keep me busy. It's exciting. It's an adventure. It's wonderful. It's emotional. It's funny. It's fun. It tastes great. Tastes weird. All these things happen because food is just so much a part of every aspect of our lives. So you get to experience this full spectrum of cultural touchstones through food. I also feel like at a very basic level, you should be a good guest, so when someone is showing you something or sharing their culture with you, I've had so many incredible, odd experiences on Taste the Nation that I would never have had the opportunity to experience if it wasn't for this specific show. We all want to take care of our elders when they grow old. We all want a nice, comfortable, safe home for our families to flourish in. We want to feed our children, make sure we have enough money to send them to college, have whatever we need to flourish and thrive as people, as families, as citizens, as a nation. Tell me what a man eats and I will tell you who he is. You can see the history of a culture in food. You can trace a culture's history through the foods they eat. You can even tell by the foods they eat what grows in their region and what doesn't. People may not talk to you about really personal things, and food is really personal, but they will talk to you about their favorite things to eat, and it's a good icebreaker for that reason. I define American as a concept and a culture that is a distillation of everything that is exciting around the world. Because immigration is so integral to the founding of our modern republic, as well as its continued evolution as a superpower, immigration is so much more important and intrinsic to American culture than immigration is anywhere around the world. And we are at a time when there's more migration on Earth than ever before. The thing that's beautiful and valuable about America is that it is this microcosm of all these cultures around the world. And that's a great thing. That's what makes us a superpower, not only militarily or economically, but certainly those two things, but also culturally, like pop culture.